SEC approves 8-spot Ethereum ETFs. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has given the green light to 8-spot Ethereum ETFs, including those proposed by BlackRock and Fidelity. While the SEC has approved the 19b4 forms, issuers still need to obtain approval for their S-1 registration statements. Bloomberg ETF analyst James Seifert noted that this process has historically taken more than 3 months. The SEC's approval was unexpected due to the lack of prior interaction with ETF issuers. The sudden request for 19b4 forms by the SEC sparked speculation about the reasons behind this change. Some insiders suggest that political pressure may have influenced the regulator's decision. Previously, a bipartisan group of lawmakers urged the SEC to approve the ETFs, arguing that the launch of a Bitcoin ETF set a precedent for Ethereum. Key industry players shared their thoughts on this significant event. Sergey Nazarov, co-founder of Chainlink, believes that the approval of an Ethereum ETF is a second major step forward for the crypto industry. He also emphasized the importance of the SEC's official approval of assets using smart contracts. One of the most important aspects of this ETF approval is the attention to the potential of smart contracts and decentralized applications, which are key use cases for Ethereum. In our daily work with global banks, asset managers, and financial market infrastructures, we continue to see growing interest in smart contracts, blockchain technology adoption, and increasing interest in cryptocurrencies as a legitimate asset class, Nazarov added. In response to the news, the price of ETH rose from $3,675 to $3,856. Worldcoin faces regulatory scrutiny in Hong Kong. The Office of the Privacy Commissioner for Personal Data, PCPD, in Hong Kong has completed its investigation into the popular Worldcoin project. The investigation revealed significant violations of personal data storage regulations. PCPD officials ordered the project to cease all local operations, according to Hong Kong publication RTHK. PCPD Privacy Commissioner Ada Chung Liling sent a notice to Worldcoin demanding an immediate halt to the collection of users' biometric data. The investigation found that the project's operations in the Asian city were excessive, particularly regarding the storage of sensitive information for 10 years to train artificial intelligence models. Other procedures, including data collection and access, also showed significant violations. Worldcoin representatives failed to properly inform project participants about the purposes of personal data collection and their rights to access and correct the provided information. Additionally, the project was criticized for not translating privacy statements and consent forms into Chinese. PCPD began its investigation into Worldcoin in December 2023. Over a month, police conducted 10 undercover operations in 6 of the project's offices in Hong Kong. Based on the collected information, the investigation concluded that over 8,000 city residents underwent facial and iris scanning for identity verification. According to CoinGecko, the price of WLD has dropped nearly 2% in the last 24 hours. WLD's market capitalization currently stands at $1.08 billion, with a daily trading volume exceeding $383 million. Since its inception in the summer of 2023, Worldcoin has faced regulatory pressure worldwide. Recently, authorities in Buenos Aires, Argentina, found discrepancies between the project's stated practices and the data obtained during their investigation. The check revealed that the project might have collected personal information from minors and stored biometric data of Argentine users in Brazil, violating local laws. If proven, Worldcoin faces a $1.2 million fine. In March, the project faced scrutiny from the Spanish government. The Spanish Data Protection Agency, AEPD, called for an immediate halt to Worldcoin's data collection activities and temporarily suspended its operations. Portuguese authorities did the same, receiving numerous complaints about unauthorized data collection. Despite regulatory issues, the number of World app users continues to grow. Recently, the user base exceeded 10 million, with 2 million people worldwide using the app daily. Coinbase loses Supreme Court case over Dogecoin lottery. On Thursday, May 23, Supreme Court Judge Ketanji Jackson ruled that the attempt to transfer a class action lawsuit related to Coinbase 2021 Dogecoin lotteries to private arbitrators was illegal. Such cases fall under the jurisdiction of general courts, responsible for handling disputes between individuals and organizations. In June 2021, Coinbase launched a lottery with $1.2 million in Dogecoin meme tokens as prizes. To participate, users had to register on the exchange and purchase Doge worth $100 or more. Later, a group of users filed a class action lawsuit against Coinbase, claiming that the company misled customers about the lottery's terms. Specifically, it failed to inform them that buying Dogecoin was not necessary for participation and artificially inflated Doge's market price to encourage users to spend more on digital assets. Coinbase wanted the Dogecoin lottery case to be resolved through arbitration rather than a regular court for several reasons. First, arbitration proceedings are confidential, making it difficult to access information and slow to affect the company's reputation. Second, parties in arbitration select their arbitrators, giving Coinbase a chance to choose more favorable ones. Finally, arbitration decisions in the US are generally final and cannot be appealed in general courts, allowing Coinbase to avoid the possibility of an appeal. Coinbase recently announced that it would launch retail futures contracts for oil and gold on its platform on June 3. Congressman calls for ban on digital dollar issuance. During a speech in the House of Representatives, Congressman Tom Emmer protested the launch of a central bank digital currency, CBDC. Emmer argued that a digital dollar would allow federal authorities access to information about citizens' financial transactions. He called CBDCs a surveillance tool that would enable officials to monitor private payments, violating personal privacy. Unlike decentralized digital assets like Bitcoin, CBDCs are a digital form of sovereign currency developed, issued, and controlled by the federal government. It's naive to think that the government won't weaponize these tools for control if it already has them. Perhaps that's why the Biden administration issued an executive order emphasizing the urgency of research and development related to CBDCs, proclaimed the Republican lawmaker. A digital dollar could burden the U.S. Federal Reserve System, as the central bank would assume the role of commercial banks and gain direct control over individuals' finances. Emmer insists that the Fed already considers CBDC development one of its key responsibilities. In early 2022, Tom Emmer introduced a bill prohibiting the Fed from directly launching a digital dollar for individuals, citing the threat of personal data collection. Gate.io halts operations in Hong Kong. Gate.hk management has planned to cease platform operations on May 28. From that date, new user registrations on Gate.hk will be impossible, as well as deposits. Local traders are advised to close positions and withdraw assets from the platform by August 28, 2024. Gate.hk withdrew its application for a license from the Hong Kong Securities and Futures Commission, SFC, although it had planned to obtain the regulator's permission to operate as a virtual asset service provider, VASP. The exchange explained the withdrawal of its application by its intention to amend the document to comply with new licensing requirements in Hong Kong, which take effect on June 1, 2024. The exchange plans to return to the Hong Kong market. After obtaining the necessary licenses, Gate.hk promises to resume services to traders in this special administrative region of China. Currently, the SFC is reviewing applications from 20 crypto companies, including major exchanges OKX and Crypto.com. Previously, the SFC required cryptocurrency platforms to close by May 31 if they did not apply for a license by February 29. The HTX exchange, formerly Huobi, also ceased processing documents for operations in Hong Kong but did not specify the reasons.